Okay, we're back here. What I had done offline was to dig this portion out, and I'm going to show you how to do that. What you want to do is, I'm going straight along. I'm not hollowing this out, and I'm not cutting it in like I did with the donkey to give it a real floppy look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push really deep if I can, right there, and I'm going to follow it with the side of the face. Okay. And we're just going to start digging out little pieces out, and then also right around his mouth here we're going to go straight in. Okay, straight in, and then not at an angle, but just want to kind of be mindful how you're cutting this out here, and you just want to keep going in here and digging this out until you have this all freed up. Now I know I can't do this all online to show you, but it takes a little bit of time to get in there. And what you do is just keep slicing and following your pattern here, and just keep digging in here until things free up. Now if you have a little gouge, that might help. Yeah, I did most of mine without anything. In fact, I didn't use anything on that. Now I noticed that's a little bit rounded, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring this out just a tad there. And it's so hard not to pry it like what I'm doing, but if you know it's pretty loose, you can use it to free it up. Okay, and then down here we're going to take some more off here. Let me put my okay, and we're going to go ahead and just kind of scoop that out. Now we're going to go further underneath here yet. We're not done, but I am going to try to dig more of this out over here on the side, because this ear, really a lot comes out from underneath here. See how far I've gone on this? That's how far you're going to have to go in here. Same thing, you're going to take your knife, instead of going down this way, you're going to go straight in from the bottom of the ear up, just like so, and just take your knife and kind of try to free it up. But you know, you're going to just kind of follow your ear up a little bit. Okay, so once you get that all dug out, I'm not going to do that online because it's going to take me way too long to do it, and to do it safely enough because of how deep I'm going here. But what you want to do is you want to free it up right next to that nose there a little bit, and kind of dig all that out. Alright, and then clean it up as much as you can so it looks somewhat like this. Now I have more to clean up there in the corner as well yet, but so what you're doing is you're making the nose much wider, okay, than what we did here. The nostrils on the donkey are really tiny versus what we'll put in this one once we get it rounded up. So once I get that freed up and all this cut out a little further all the way around, I will come back and show you how to round off the nose and such. But up here is the other critical portion. The ear really goes inward, okay? This one went in a little bit, but as you go inward at the top. And see, we have a little bit of a dip there, okay? We have that here, but it's more rounded up and blended into the top of the head. I really want to make this portion distinctive on this. I find that their heads are flat in the center where the horns would be coming out of. It's flatter here as well, because his eyes are going to go right in. Once we round this up a little bit, we're going to put his eyes right here. Okay, the same idea is what we're going to put, kind of the same idea of eyes in this guy as we did in this one over here. He's going to have eyelashes just like, and calves and cows really have long eyelashes. They really do. And just to let you know, when in the mouth of a calf, well, at least the calf anyway that I know of, they have bottom teeth, but they don't have top teeth. It's gummy, and it's just gums on the top. But boy, they can surely bite. So when you see a baby calf, you'll see they'll have a whole set of real teeth on the bottom and and gums on the top. And the way we had to teach these calves to drink out of a bucket is let them suck your hand and you led them to the milk. We gave milk replacer, and a lot of times my hands would be all cut up on the top because they would start sucking your hand and going down to the bucket, and the next thing they'll do is they'll start chewing. And there are many a times I had cuts in the top from my hand because of that. So they have very, very, very sharp teeth on those calves that we had here at the farm. But that was the only way to teach them how to drink, and if they really didn't get the hang of it, what you did is just push their head into the milk briefly, just dunk it in, and sometimes they get the taste of the milk, they were hungry for it again. So that was always not my most favorite job to do, but some of them would pick up on it really quickly and others would not. So we're just going to round off the top part here. Okay, just a little lesson about the anatomy of the calf. We had hundreds of them at a time here, so I really enjoyed always taking care of them and stuff here. But they were a booger to teach how to drink out of a bucket, though. Oh my goodness. Usually it was 3 or 4 of us would be doing, you know, going around trying to teach them how to drink. Sometimes they didn't get it the first couple of tries, and sometimes they refused to drink until the next morning. They get thirsty enough, they drink. Eventually they would, but some of them, it's like people. Some people learn really quick and some of them don't. And animals really are no different. Okay, so I'll be back and I'll have that all cleaned up, and then we'll, with the ear. You see how I have this rounded? I don't have it scooped out. You don't want to scoop it out like this, okay? Because their ears are really rigid. They have a bone that goes down through the center, or cartilage that goes down through the center, and those ears stay pretty well in shape. So all we're doing is just rounding off the ear a little bit, just blending that in. That's all we're doing with that, okay? So we'll be right back.